Looks like your mic is off. If you want to turn your mic on so we can chat, we may be the only two people here. Let me know if you can hear me.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yep. Hear ya.
Okay.
We may be the only two here today, but I have some fun stuff that I wanted to share that I've been doing that, I've really been enjoying using the iCompanion and putting
Uh-huh.
everything and storing everything in there just makes it so handy. And then I kind of found a few little hacks that I've been having fun with. So I thought I was going to share that. But I don't know.
Well,
We're the only two here right now, and it is 12:03. And
and my alarm went off and then I didn't have the link to get in, so I had to re-register. I thought I was already registered, but I didn't receive a link.
but the second time it sent you one?
Well, the second time, because you'd already started, it gave me the option to join after I signed up.
Oh no.
Then
So
I
I
just hit
wonder.
the join link.
I wonder if that might be what's happening. Because it's afternoon. I
Yeah.
sent a reminder in the email, but that's okay. We'll just wait a few more minutes and
Well, just to let you know, I'm using the iCompanion as well.
uh-huh.
I'm organized completely different than you, but it's what works for me. But I find it, yeah, it's just so convenient to have it in there. And then no matter what app I'm in, I can pull it up and find what I need.
That's what I've been having so much fun with. And it's just, I don't know, sometimes when I think about doing a layout, I'm like, oh, that's going to be, I can procrastinate. I find little spots where it's like, well, I'll have to find that and then I'll have to remember where this is. And because I've got so much stuff on my iPad, of course, I've been doing this since 2000, since the first iPad. So there's just
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in my Dropbox. In fact, I'm getting emails now telling me that I've almost reached 2 terabytes. So I guess I'm going to have to up my plan. Hi, Ivory. How are you? We haven't started anything yet. We're just having a conversation since there's just me and Pamela so far. You can turn your mic on if you want, or you can chat in the little chat off to the side. You can turn your camera on if you want. It's up to you. It's not required. But I have something fun I'm going to show. Hello, hello. I see your message in the chat. And that's fine if you want to talk to us there, that's fine. So we're just a cozy little group here right now and but I have something fun to show you. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Pamela and I were just discussing some of the things that's probably going to be coming in the future because right now the membership is just still in its founding stages and it's gaining momentum as far as the content that's going inside the group and inside the community and I have some other really cool ideas and
I was thinking another thing you could do monthly is pick one of the scriptures during the month or even every week and do a scripture card for your memorization system. That's my clock.
oh.
I have
I
a
thought
cuckoo.
somebody else was getting ready to jump on. I thought we were getting another person.
But you could even have other people share their scripture, pick their favorite scripture, and do a scripture card to put in the memorization box companion.
Yeah, and that's something that I haven't visited in a while. The memory, the iCompanion verse
Yeah,
memory. What is it called anyway?
I
I
it's
made
the
that like five
I
years ago.
yeah, it's the Bible memory or something. I'm not sure exactly what the name of it is, but yeah, I've been working with that too. And I thought, well, here you're giving us a whole set of scriptures for the month. We could pick out one a week and do a card, and people could drop it in their box.
Yeah.
And as part of the membership, you could either even give them the box, or it's not very expensive if they want to put it in the box rather than just in a book. They could they could make that purchase, whichever you want to do.
Wait a minute. Now, what do you mean by box?
The iCompanion.
Oh, the boxes in the iCompanion. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Just so many fun things.
Mm-hmm. But I was going like, yeah, sometimes I that just to see what someone else is doing with them is kind of an encouragement. And I
Yeah.
really like
It's
the memorization
inspiration.
box.
It's inspiration, I know. All right, so we're 10 after 12, and this is being recorded, but I'm going to edit out all of the other, chatter. But what I want to do is share my screen so that I can share my iPad because I wanted to show you some things that I've been doing with everything that I've put in the iCompanion. All right, so let me get to find where to share my screen. I'm still kind of new to Zoom, so navigating is sometimes okay, multiple. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, desktop to share. Okay, just tell me if you can see.
I see screen share, but it's black.
It is.
That's what I'm seeing. Oh, here. No, I had to switch. I had it just on
Oh,
people, so now I can see it.
okay. And Ivory says she can see it. All right, so this is the iPlanner prayer planner. And of course, we have scripture prompts every month. And I have a video right now that I am editing to show you. And I've kind of showed everybody how I keep my prompts inside the iPlanner prayer journal. And what I do is I make a sticker every month for my lead page. And so that was one of the ideas that I was talking to Pamela about that I thought I could do every month is make a sticker and a record as I'm making it so that you guys can make your own or you could use mine. And so I'll give everybody mine. This is the month, the trust month. That's the month that we're working on now. We've already done worship and we've done grace and we're in the middle of trust or coming to the end of trust. And then next month is going to be forgiven. So that's going to be our new month theme. And let's see. So what I wanted to show you is so I've been taking these stickers and not just making them the lead page for where I'm storing the prompt, but I've linked them inside NoteFull. You can do this in GoodNotes too. And so if I come here, and eventually there's going to be, several of them here. By the end of the year, we'll have 12 of them. So far, let's see, we've done 3 months. We're coming to the end of trust. We're going to be starting forgiven. And then after forgiven, the theme's going to be peace. So anyway, what I've done is I've linked these and I just press and hold and it takes me right to that prompt. And I've done this in my iCompanion as well. And so this will take me to that prompt. And then of course, I've customized my tabs for what I like to have, quick links to up here in the top. So my daily prompts are on the second tab. So that takes me back to that first page. And one of the videos that's included inside the bonus challenges is how to make these dashboards. And I've also included, I don't even remember how many, something like 15 dashboards in case you don't want to make your own, you could just pop these into your planner. All right, so that's that section. But what I wanted to show you is, let me go to my prayer planner and my urgent prayers. And I posted this a little bit about this in the community yesterday. And this is my go-to run-to prayer because when I'm in the middle of some major spiritual warfare, I am at a loss for even where to find things in my scriptures. And so I need somewhere where I can go and I can get to really fast. So all I have to do is tap this tab and tap the urgent prayers. And that brings me, I made this my very first page inside here. But what's neat is every day that I come here, I put one of the trust journaling kit comes with all of these quotes. And so every day when I come here, I put a quote inside one of the squares. And so I want to show you how easy it is for me to grab that because of the iCompanion. All right, so now I'm going to swipe up and I'm going to go ahead, since my iCompanion is in NoteFull, I'm going to go ahead and click hold. Whoop, I want to, whoops, do that again. Click hold and drag it, but I want to drag it and let it go on top of my screen because I want it to be a floating window. Ivory, have you ever used floating windows? Do you use NoteFull or GoodNotes? You can let me know in the chat if your chat is handy. All right, so now that I have it floating, something I noticed on my iPad is I can swipe it with my finger. I can swipe it and it hides. It leaves me that little tab only for a second and then the tab disappears. But I can still go ahead and swipe in and grab that window. And that's how I can keep my iCompanion handy no matter where I am inside the app that I'm using, whether it's GoodNotes or NoteFull or Notability. And yeah, GoodNotes. Ivory's using GoodNotes. I used GoodNotes for a very, very long time, and I've just recently started using Notability. And the reason I'm using it is because of the layers. And I've recorded a really long, extensive video on how to use the layers inside NoteFull. And that has really helped me a lot. It's kind of been a game changer because I can lock layers, and that's something I've never been able to do and have always wished I could do it inside GoodNotes. Okay, so
Sandy,
here, say that again.
you said first, I think you said Notability, but it is the first time,
NoteFull.
and then you say NoteFull. So I think
Yes.
that's the one you're using.
Yeah. All these names. Noteful.
They
Yeah.
all have note.
Note. Is that another one?
Yeah, but they all say note in the name, so it's really hard to keep them straight.
Yeah. 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 When I first started with Noteful, I thought, wait, I used that before and I didn't really like it, but that wasn't it. It wasn't even the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my iCompanion, and like I shared with you guys in the video inside the community, I have it set up in alphabetical order. And what I'm doing is as I'm rolling out the journaling kits every month for the themes that we're doing each month, I'm putting them inside behind these folders. So here we've got the trust month, whoops, and then, and that's this month. And then the first month was worship. And so what I do is I put the cover sheets that come with the journaling kit on this very first page, and then I'm going to show you what else I do after that. And this is helping me navigate it really well. Okay, and this one is Grace. So I just press the G folder and then the Grace tab, and then these are all of the cover sheets on the actual cover sheet. And behind it are all the stickers. Let me just I want you to be able to see most of it. So this is everything that comes with the journaling kit. We have the date dots, the icons, the month and days of the weeks, patterns, quotes, stickers, and stick-its, and then the washi. And so I'm putting all the patterns in there, which, I thought that's really not such a good idea, but I found that it is a really good idea. And the way I'm adding and using these patterns is two ways. So let me just grab one. Let's see, I'll grab that one. So what I have to do, since I've made them so tiny inside the iCompanion, I have to make it big before I can copy and paste it over. Because what happens if I take it over really little and then I grow it to fit inside these boxes, it makes it blurry. So what I do once I grow it, I go ahead and I copy it, and then right away I hit the undo button so it goes back to where it belongs, and that way my page isn't messy. So as many times as you manipulate it, you'll have to hit that reverse button. And now it puts it right back the way I want it. And then over here on my page, I can just hit paste. And then I'm going to resize it to fit that box. And then once I do that, I'm going to go to the quotes. And I'm going to add one of the quotes that I haven't added yet. Let's see. This one looks like I don't have that one yet. And so now I have another box with a awesome quote that I can see every time I come back to this page because I visit it a lot. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking to see if anybody else has joined us and if there's anybody talking to me in the chat. Okay, we're good. All right, so that was that. Now, another thing I want to show you about my iCompanion is, wait, let me see. Something else I did to make things really convenient. Okay, so in the iCompanion, these tabs are already linked to this front page. And then I've taken on that front page or that front tab, first tab, I've put all the cover sheets, but then I linked the cover sheets to the actual page behind it. So let's just say I want to go to the stickers. I just tap and hold and it takes me to that page. Well, let's say I want to get back. Well, the way the iCompanion is set up is you're supposed to be tap this I to get you all the way back to where you were, but this I isn't linked to get me back here. So I want to get back there to that first tab. So what I've done is I've taken this text here that I labeled this tab with, and I linked it as well. So now I can tap it and get right back to my page. What do you think? What do you guys think?
I hadn't thought of doing that, but I think
I'm
that is
tickled.
really handy.
I know. And because it was such a hassle to keep clicking. So what I was doing before is I would go to one of the pages and I get what I need. And then I want to get back to that first tab because I want to get something else in that same kit. So then I tap the I, which brings me here to all the templates, which it's supposed to because that's where it came from. It came from inside the templates. Then I'd have to tap the I again to get to the cover sheet and then back to trust and then tap again. That's too many taps. So that's why I did that. Something else I did was I added a link to the Dropbox folder so that if I need to get to the Dropbox folder, I can. And so I just added one of the little icons, and I don't know if that one's included in the kit or not. And then so I'll just tap and hold that, and it opens up my Dropbox to the folder where all of the stuff is stored.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I'm just as I'm working with it, I'm like, oh, everybody's just gonna love this so much. They're just gonna love it, love it, love it. All right. So it seems like there was something else that I wanted to show you, but I can't remember. I don't think there was. Maybe there wasn't. If I think of it, if I think of it. But I think that's all. I think that covers all of it as far as the links go. Oh, I remember there was something else I wanted to show you. Okay, now back to patterns. I'm going to show you something else I'm doing really cool with the patterns because NoteFull has the ability to reset your transparency. I can make washi with these patterns. So I'll go ahead and pick another pattern. Let's see, I guess I could pick this gingham. And I want to make it big. And I'll go ahead and copy it. And then I'll put it back where it belongs just by hitting the undo button. And now I'll paste it onto my sheet and I'll crop it. And let's see, let me see if I want to, yeah, I'm going to recrop it. I want it to be a little bit fatter lengthwise. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, and so in Notability, I can hit style, and I don't remember if I was able to do this in GoodNotes or not. Pamela, do you remember if we could do this in GoodNotes? You probably haven't been using GoodNotes for a while. Did I lose you? Is your sound's off? I think I'll put that at about 70. And now you see how it's transparent now? What do you think?
Okay, I've been muted. Yeah, that's that's cool. Also, I
So
haven't used
is your plate
GoodNotes.
full? Did I talk too much? Did I say too many things? I'm going to make videos on each little part of what we talked about today and put them in the community.
No, I had my microphone off and it took me a while to get back to find it. Sorry.
Oh,
But I haven't used GoodNotes in probably over a year. I mean, I've used it just a little bit, but not like I was before. Maybe even 2 years.
yeah, it started to get inconvenient. Some of the things, they're adding things that really kind of get in my way and not adding the things that the planner community, the journaling community are begging for and have been for years. And so there I found, there's a few, maybe one or two little things that are annoying in NoteFull, but not anywhere near a deal breaker. Just, just little things. One of the things, one of the things that was at first annoying, but I found a workaround for it was this dark gray background, especially when I'm recording videos. Uh, I think that's ugly. And so I want my planner to fill the entire screen, but it wasn't filling it. It was always leaving a gray bar at the top and a gray bar at the bottom. And so I would double tap to fill the screen completely, and there was always that bar at the top and the bottom. And it has to do with the size that I make these journals. And so there is a little trick inside of Noteful. I think I'm still wanting to say Notability. And let's see. Let me see if I can remember where to find that. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, here it is. Well, you hit the three dots here in the upper right corner, and I can now hit expand and resize, and I can make the background of the journal bigger. I can make it as big as I want. So you can make it bigger and even put things and store things on the side of your pages if you wanted to. I mean, sky's the limit. Let's see, cancel because I don't want to do that. I don't want to save that size. But so yeah, so that's another little trick. Let's see. Sorry, Ivy. I wasn't ignoring you. Let's see. I'm new to this. I would need the iCompanion and NoteFull to make this work. Is it still possible to use in GoodNotes? Yes, it is. In fact, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube that shows you how to use the iCompanion inside GoodNotes. Um, use the iCompanion and all. Yeah, any of the note apps at all. You can, as long as it lets you annotate inside, then you can, or and let you bring a PDF inside, then you can use it. And there's so many of them now. Okay. So tell me, what else do you have any questions? Is there something else you want to see me do? Is there something you want to see inside my journal? Do you want to see anything inside the community? Just let me know. It's still just the three of us here. I'm going to go ahead and take my screen down unless you want to see something. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. And now you get to see me again. Now, while I was sharing, were you able to see me or could you only see my iPad?
I think I had it set so I was just seeing your iPad.
Okay, Ivy says both. Ivory, I'm sorry. I said your name wrong. Ivory. She saw both. So I'm curious. I was curious about that because this gets recorded and it's like if there's a cam on, it kind of gets in the way, and I would rather fill up the screen with my iPad and you not see me. A lot of the videos I've been recording lately, I don't use my cam. Just every now and then to give everybody a reminder of what I look like. I'm getting old. I'm 65 this month, you guys.
Ooh,
65 next week. Let's see, let me see, hold on. Oh, where did the 29th, the 29th? Yep, Tuesday. I'm 65. And I'm kind of excited about it because I have all this cool insurance that's kicking in. Thanks, Ivory. Yeah, and I made all these appointments and everything, and it's yeah, and I'm gonna be getting all these different benefits, and so I'm pretty excited about it, and it's given me some time to exhale. 65, maybe I'll be taken care of for a little bit.
well, congratulations for
Well,
reaching a
thanks.
milestone.
That is a milestone, isn't it? I hope things don't start declining after that now. Hey, Nancy. How are you? You can turn your mic on if you want or chat with me in the chat. There's just a cozy little few of us today, and I just went through some really cool hacks and a lesson, and I'm gonna have the replay up and running like within a few hours after this stops so that you can catch up. But glad you're here, Nancy. If you want to type in the chat or you can turn on your mic. So what do you think? What do you think about this month? This month has really been awesome. I think it's been my favorite so far. And of course, I say that every month, but I'm really looking forward to forgiveness. I have my prompts already set up and ready to go. Okay. Anything else? Anybody? Anybody want to say anything? When our group is this small like this, it's hard to take up an hour. Okay, that's fine. Nancy's got some noise, so she's just going to listen in. And if you have a question, type inside the chat. Have you been inside the community, Nancy? Have you seen anything that's going on in there? Because this is where this will be posted so that you can see what I did. I I shared my screen and I showed my iPad and I showed some fun things that I'm doing with linking inside NoteFull and making washi inside of NoteFull. Do you remember or does anybody remember if GoodNotes, does GoodNotes have the ability to make things transparent or set the transparency? I don't recall that it ever had that. Anybody remember that?
I know it didn't used to, so unless that's a recent change, you can't, which is one of the reasons why I like other apps better, is because I love being able to control the transparency right in the app.
Hmm. And when I discovered that in Noteful, and now I can make washi out of anything. And you can put transparency on your stickers. You can do a layout and make the whole layout transparent because because of the layers feature, you can organize your things inside the layers. I have locked layers and edit layers. I label them if there's something specific that I don't want or that I treat differently than any of the other layers. And you can set all those rules because you can set as many layers as you want. And we've been asking for that in GoodNotes for so long.
Well, GoodNotes is really focusing on a different community. They're not
That's
really
surprising because
into journaling.
their influx, when they made it big back in the day, was because of the planner community.
Yeah.
You remember where that started?
Yes. With you.
I put GoodNotes on the map. Patting myself on the back. That's not nice. But yeah, I don't know if you remember, but they even one of their blogs, they talked about the iPlanner on one of their blogs back in 2016.
Oh, yeah. I
And
remember
my
that.
site crashed. There were so many people trying to buy the iPlanner. And nobody was making planners back then. Nobody.
I know. You taught them how to do it.
And I pointed them to GoodNotes.
I know. I
Because
know.
I'll tell you why. When I was first pioneering all of this, I was in conversation with Steve Chan, the developer of
The
GoodNotes.
original
He
developer.
was
Yeah.
the only one that would listen to the things that I needed for the planner community, and he was open to it all, and it would only take him a very short time. And he put everything we needed. One of the main things I needed was the ability to have transparent backgrounds on PNGs. And
Mhm.
I asked all the apps back then, and nobody saw that there was a need for that. And that was the feedback I would get from these developers is why would you need that? And so I just couldn't get through, but Steve was open to it all. Linking, being able to recognize links inside their PDF links and all of that. And yeah, so that's how this all kind of came about. And of course, in my community, it's evolved now into the iBible and Creative Bible journaling, and we're all doing it digitally. Let's see, we've got some stuff in the chat. Ivory said she hadn't noticed that there's any transparency in GoodNotes. She's going to try later. Yeah, let us know if you find something out. Because I know there's still a lot of people in the community, the majority of them are still using GoodNotes. There's only a couple of us that have switched over. I've noticed a lot of the uh, planner developers or planner designers, they're slowly going to NoteFull. I keep wanting to say Notability.
Well, I think some people went to Notability before NoteFull got so good.
Yeah, they're it seems like they're doing what GoodNotes isn't, and I don't know if that's on purpose.
I I think it might be. I think they've sort because you don't have to ignore the planner community and journal community in order to do things for other people, but GoodNotes is just really focusing on something else, which
What
is
I wonder what
so
that is.
odd.
Is it for college students?
I think more so for actual note taking, like going to a course and taking notes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I do that kind of thing too, but it doesn't mean I don't want to do other things.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think when Chen sold GoodNotes, they just completely quit listening to the journaling community.
But they're selling planners. They have a marketplace in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ivory says it's for students and journaling and art layouts. And I'm the reason that she got onto GoodNotes. Thanks, Ivory. So you must have been following me for a while. You've probably been around a while. I've been doing this for a long time. And it's evolving. I mean, I'm liking where it's going. I'm loving the community. I'm loving the ladies in there. And like I said earlier, when we started, is we're still in the baby stages, which is good because we've got the bugs worked out. Although I'm still trying to get moved over to this other plugin because there's more features in it. One of the features that's in it is I can do these live calls from right inside the community. So all you would have to do is go to the section that I'm doing, the presentation inside the community and see it. Um, do either of you want to see inside the community? Do you want me to share my screen again and show you? Just give you a quick glance inside there? Okay, I can do that. If I can get my screen shared again. There we go. Share. Okay, we're still on my iPad. Let me come over here. Okay, so here we're inside and everything's at your fingertips inside here. Um, one thing I didn't talk about was the prayer porch. So every month we have something that's called the prayer porch. And I showed you the prompts earlier. There's monthly prompts every month. So you get 30 scripture prompts that match the theme of the month. So the first month we did worship. And so all the prayer or porch prayers are in here. And I used the prompt of the day, the scripture prompt for the day is what the prayer is based on. And then the second month was grace. And now we are coming to the end of the month of trust. And then we're going to be headed into forgiveness. I've got 12 months already planned out and scheduled all the way through April of 2026. And so this is going to get filled up. I was keeping all the porch prayers under one tab, and I realized I'm going to have to separate this out because what's neat about this is even though we aren't in worship anymore, if you needed to worship and come back and pray some worship prayers, you can just click on this and go through some of these prayers and just reading them is, worshiping. and it's based on one scripture. You can mark that scripture in your uh, digital Bible, or you can mark it in your, I don't know if anybody can see still see my camera, but I mark them inside my actual paper Bible too. And so my paper Bible's all marked up, and so they kind of, match together, because sometimes you just, when you're praying, you just want to be hearing and touching and feeling the paper. And also sometimes when I'm looking at my iPad, my eyes just don't see it anymore. And so I have to go to paper for a little while and refocus. But anyway, you can come back to any of these prompts, and these tabs are all going to be in order so that you can come to any of them anytime you want. Let's go in here. So here, this is the Trust Prayer Porch. And so we start off the first of the month, and there's one waiting for you. Uh, when you get up in the morning, some people are using them as jumping off places to start their creative worshiping. And so yeah, so that's a neat part. This is the inspiration section, and this is where people are posting their inspiration inside.
And that one was mine.
Where did I pass yours?
That one.
This one's Pamela's. And oh, and something else, there is a leaderboard. So anytime your posts get liked, you earn a point. And so I'll show you that here in a minute. But see, these are the things. This is something that I did. The iPlanner prayer planner comes with a spiral, and I converted the spiral inside my planner for some of my pages into a 3 ring with a pocket, and you could actually put things inside that pocket. And so I gave this away inside the group for anybody that wanted it. And all it is an overlay. It's this big sticker that you put inside your planner, and it covers up the rings and everything. And I also changed the tabs. Let me open this up. So I changed all the tabs. And this pocket, you could put things in and behind the pocket, and then there's a ring. And so I don't know. I just had fun doing it. I like doing silly things sometimes. And so,
Sandy, you
yeah,
know, I really like the crease. And you did a crease for me before that covered up the spiral.
yeah.
But what I'd really like now, because of the iBible, is a crease that is transparent on the back, so that I can use it when I put a picture or something on the right hand side.
Uh-huh.
It now covers up your crease in the iBible
Oh,
because it's solid, and I'd like to have a translucent crease to put back on top.
oh, yeah. I don't even remember how I made that. I I think I made it in GoodNotes and gave it to you. No, wait, Keynote. I don't,
Probably.
that was
I'm not sure.
so long ago.
Yeah.
I have to revisit that, because that would be a handy sticker to have, a crease that you could put anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
even on a solid rectangular note page.
Yeah. But that's the thing now, is that when I color that one side or do something, I cut it short so the crease still shows. But what I'd like to do is be able to go closer and put the crease on top of it.
Yeah, this was so cute. Debbie did this. Yeah, Debbie, she did this one. And what I love is she's taken some of the iDesign keynote shapes. I think they're the abstract shapes. And she turned them into pot planners, and then she used some of the foliage iDesign shapes, and she made plants. And this is her prayer porch with steps and everything. Ivory, what did you create? You said that did you create a crease? I'll watch for your answer. So, yeah, so these are just some of the inspiration. There's so many of them. I love this sign. Has anybody done anything with that sign this month? This was in the trust shapes. And you can label, it comes blank, and you can label these any way you want. Oh, you posted you messaged that that's what you created and you love it. And that was back when we were talking about the crease, Ivory. So I didn't know if that's what you meant that you created, or if you created, if there was a page that I swiped by that you created. This is the verse map template that comes inside the iPlanner prayer planner. And there's also, I teach you the worship method inside there. So let's go inside there and see. Oh, and by the way, something that I'm doing, I'm changing. You know how we have inside, let's see, inside the trust section, I've been posting the journaling kits with buttons for downloads. So you just come in here, download the palettes, the patterns, the quotes, the dots, all the stuff that comes in the monthly journaling kit, and you just hit the button. But what I did was I changed it, and I'm going through all 3 months, and this is how I'm going to do it from now on. I'm going to post the cover sheet so that you can see what's behind that download. And so these are the downloads, and that way you can browse them. If you find that you misplaced anything, you can come back here and go, "Oh yeah, I need the icons." Oh, okay, I see. I see the page. I try to, when I do step by step, I try to visualize somebody being over my shoulder and step by step doing what I'm doing and being able to stop the video, do what I did, and then restart. And so I've had several people tell me that that's helpful. All right, let me go back. All right, so inside, um, for anybody that watches the replay that's not inside the community or part of the membership yet, there is several bonuses that come with the membership so that it just gets you, jump starts you, gets you off and running. And so these are all the downloads that are, ready for you, ready and waiting as soon as you get inside the prayer journal, the covers for the journal, the stickers, the wonky stickets that come with it, and then the dashboards. And then there's also a challenge that's included. And what it is, it's basically a mini course of how to use all of this. So I teach you in this challenge how to set all this up. Then there is the verse mapping. I love verse mapping, and I developed a system with an acronym for my verse mapping, because for the longest time I would come to my verse map and I was never doing it the same way twice. And I like being consistent, and I don't want to have to think about anything. So I know what I'm doing in every section. I developed a method that's called the worship method. And in here, you'll find all the templates. You can print them out. There's one inside the planner. So you can do it digitally. You can print them out. You can take the printouts. You can put the printouts in your note-taking app. And then again, there's a challenge, which is a mini course where I teach you how to use all of the verse mapping and how to do the worship method. And I also teach you how to use two apps that are free on your phone. While you're verse mapping, you can look up commentary, descriptions. What did I say? Yeah. And yeah, there's just so much packed inside these two apps for you to research. and more than even what you need inside these apps. And so I teach you how to use the apps side by side on your phone. I use it on my phone mostly. Sometimes I'll open a side by side window and use one of the apps on the left and then have my verse map open on the right on my iPad. So that is in there ready and waiting. And then every month we roll out our new theme. So, like I've been saying, we had worship already, grace, we're coming to the end of trust. And what happens when the new month starts, you find the prompts in here waiting for you for the month according to that theme. Last month or this month, I did a word search in there because I really was having fun making those. And so I was thinking about starting to put those in here. I hadn't gotten much feedback, so I don't know if it was well received. Maybe I was the only one that enjoyed doing it. Um, Shapes, uh, there's a shape, and the shapes are I design keynote shapes, and you can customize those. And they're basically the stickers. They're ready to use right out of the box, but you can also customize them. So you can add colors and patterns to them and change them up. You can add styles to them. And I teach you that in both the membership and the course, how to do that. And then there's a kit, and I showed you all the things that come in the kit. So this is a list of all the things that are in the kit. Every month there's a new kit, and it's that theme. It's got a new color palette and everything. um, a lesson, which I haven't posted a lesson this month because what I wanted to do is what I did today on the call was put those into small little bite-sized videos and put them in here. And then I record the Zoom call. So what do you think, guys? What else do you want to see? If there's anything in here that you want me to click on that you want to see. Usually when I open up, when you come to the sandycruz.com studio or /community, um, you hit the feed. And so anything new, any announcements from me, any new inspiration from any of the members, you'll find that right here. And then here's the free course that's in here, the iDay free course. And everything for iBible's in here. I'm starting to populate this. Let's see, I put one video in here so far. And then there's two in here. So these are going to grow. This is just going to get better and better and bigger as we grow. We're still only in our third month. So let's see. I think I've got one in here too. Yep, there's one in there too. So you just never know. Actually, this one is on adding all of these kits that I roll out, putting it in your iCompanion. That's what this video is on. And I think I put it up on YouTube too. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to see? We managed to get to about an hour. Hope I didn't bore you with anything, with anything that we
No,
talked about. Okay, let me stop my share. So what do you think? This was fun. This was cozy. Thanks for coming, you guys.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Hope you'll come into the community and chat with me. You're welcome to come in there. You don't have to be part of the membership to come in and see, what we're doing and get inspired. Thanks, Ivory. Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, until next time, I'll be looking for you in the community. Thanks for being here.
Bye
Bye.
bye.